I'll have to send you that video, or one of the animatics for it, if I haven't already.
Alright. GM,
yeah.
in the chat, 8 minutes before stream started, said homemade lasagna slaps. Agreed. Lasagna slaps in general.
Every time that I think of lasagna, I just think of that one post that's like, how could you spell lasagna wrong 3 different times? How could you spell it differently 3 different times? So I just think Lasaga.
Lasaga. I'm gonna kill this fucking Pidgey if I fight it, but also... Little guy, I want to be friends. Be my friend.
Obstagoon looks like it just has armor.
Mm-hmm. A GM says, don't watch Star Wars General Hux's speech in German, just don't do it. You got it! I wish I could ride this thing into battle. I love Galarian Rapidash and Galarian Ponyta. They just... The trans colors, the bright glowiness. It's lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway...
Unicornness.
Along the stupidly long path we go.
Oh, Moonstone. Bonk.
Congrats, chat. This is gonna be a bit of a sneak peek since Avi's usually not available on Tuesdays.
Avi is not available on Tuesdays for the foreseeable future, so do not fall into the lava. I'm taking some time to explore. I found a mineshaft. Oh, cool.
Ooh.
But I found like a lush cave, and immediately there's lava. So I'm gonna stop it at some point. Let's see, how about here?
You know, probably just don't watch any speech in Star Wars in the German dub. Yeah. Go figure.
I would have just ended the sentence that don't watch any Star Wars speech.
I don't even know why I'd watch the German dub specifically. The only words I understand in German are good morning, good night, and flowers, and that's it. And maybe a couple other random words that I can extrapolate the meaning via, like, linguistic similarities, but that's it. This is a really long bridge.
Oh, you don't say.
It's very pretty with this shader pack, though. You know what, let me just, we basically watched all the Star Wars movie in the German dub in my freshman German class. It was funny but wild. Let's go with speed 2. Whee!
Chat, do not inhale um chili lime stuff without having adequate hydration.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, try to avoid having anything particularly acidic and spicy without adequate hydration.
I have hydration, I just didn't have it in time.
Mm-hmm. And then the spicy hit the back of your throat when you weren't hydrated.
Yep.
Yup. I am so speed. The shadows glitching into existence as I run is very funny. Did you know around 1,000 Americans die every year from accidentally making mustard gas in their bathroom? I don't remember where I read that, but I read it a long time ago and never forgot it. Yup! And it's
People
probably
make
getting
cleaning
higher with all
supplies.
that clean talk shit.
Oh yeah. I watched a thing on Clean Talk and how people are accidentally like making
Like poisonous
toxic
toxic gases
chemicals.
in there. Yeah.
In their bathrooms. Like there was a Reddit story where this guy just decided that he was going to clean the apartment and his girlfriend came home while he was busy and she just wanted to take a shower, but he hadn't cleaned the bathroom all the way first, so he wanted to finish cleaning the bathroom, and then he mixed stuff together and then left her there.
Oh no.
And so she's freaking out because her skin is burning. And then he's like, it was probably the steam of the shower that was really hot because she takes hot showers.
No.
It was like burning
no.
my skin and my eyes. And his reaction to her reaction is so dumb. He's like, yeah, so she came just running out of the bathroom naked because she was coming out of the shower, and that was like really disrespectful. And I'm like, dude,
Homeboy.
you made mustard gas.
Exactly. Like, there's a difference between when you're a kid and you're mixing, like, I don't know, skin lotions together in the bathroom because you think it's fun, and in mixing genuine chemicals with no knowledge of how they'll react and what kind of deadly things they might create.
Yeah. So he was like so upset that she would dare to come out of there naked. And I'm like,
Buddy.
dude, that is not the issue.
That's
That
not
is
the issue here.
Such a non-issue here. The issue is that you felt the need to rush your cleaning process, and in doing so, made it hazardous for her. And yeah.
My uncle did in fact accidentally make mustard gas in his science class and got his school evacuated. Like 3 people were injured by it. Damn. Ah, yes. The blindingly bright room. Sorry, chlorine gas, not mustard gas. Damn.
Oh yeah, chlorine gas, that's it.
I know you can also make chloroform with house cleaning products by accident. But I can vouch that shit do be smelling like mustard. Tasty.
See, if it was just gaseous mustard, I would understand.
Mm-hmm.
But it's chemicals put together. Bad.
Spicy air! I mean, yeah, that air certainly do be Ooh. I was gonna say that air certainly do be spicy, but then the server kicked me off.
Yeah, you just glitched big time.
Man.
TM.
Man, TM. Those darn kids with their mustard vapes. Oh yeah, speaking of things that are often considered like modern trends that I like, veganism. I don't hate people who do it, but I feel like they should inform themselves, perhaps. Because many times they're like, ah yes, this is cruelty-free and good for the environment and people. And then it's like, genuinely like, causing more issues than it solves.
Yeah. There's been a video that I keep seeing pop up.
Mm-hmm.
With like, I told my vegan friend that mayonnaise isn't vegan.
Yeah, because usually it isn't, because it contains...
It's not, it's made with eggs.
Yeah!
It's made with eggs!
GM says I had to do a vegan diet for 2 months to help my stomach. It was hell, but I lost weight. But I mean, like, the people who treat it like, you're a bad person if you don't go vegan. Like the people
If
who
you
treat
consume
it like
animal
the...
byproducts,
Yeah.
then you're the devil kind of people.
The people who are like, well, I'm vegan, so I'm better than you because I don't eat animal products.
Like, okay, but how long do you have to work to make that taste like chicken?
And, like, I will say, it is, like, the things they do think of to try and make things taste like other things, those are great. They're helpful for people who have dietary constraints.
Yeah.
But treating it like a valor thing... Because in the end, a lot of the stuff they work through just cause more harm to the environment, like vegan leather just being glorified plastic.
Yeah, you can't tell me that's not plastic.
It's literally just plastic. And they're like, no, it's not plastic, it's vegan leather. Yeah, they treat it like a religion. Actually, I know some things I could add around the ruins. I can make some tents.
I found diamonds.
Ooh.
Or... 6.
Ooh. Alright, here's how I look at almost anything. Orientation, politics, habits. If you want anyone to even have the respect of you, to listen to you, never say I'm better, because... Exactly! Unless it's simply saying, like, things like, maybe you could be a better person if you respected others for having differing opinions. And instead of just immediately going, you're a monster because I don't understand you.
Yeah, that's not how you go through life.
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking I'll trap a couple of villagers in there to make it seem like a little shop tent or something. Well, no, I can just set up some tables in here and just make it look better. The moment you shove any view or such a viewers down someone's throat. Yeah. The only view I think that people should be allowed to go, hey, I think you should do this, is saying, hey, I think you should respect people who are different from you. You should respect their right to make choices that you don't immediately agree with or see as okay. Basically, I think respect is generally, offered, but it can be taken away if you're disrespectful to others simply because, of who they are.
Yep. I'm trying to find these mine carts that are on the map, but there's no mine shaft connected to them, technically. Not yet. I don't think I've gone deep enough.
Oh yeah, speaking of, when there's silly drama, so I follow a Brush with Becca, who does, makes paint in, very traditional ways. We're talking gets out the poisonous materials, wearing safety gear, of course. And someone went, this person is irradiating the entire area with this little bit of uranium yellow cake that they put in paint. And a Brush with Becca literally asked someone who does nuclear, safety, and the person went, the amount of radiation from that is less than the amount you'd get from 10 bananas.
Yeah. Some people just cannot mind their own business.
Mm-hmm. I mean, to be fair, I love being nosy. I love getting in other people's business, but I'm not gonna go, you're a terrible person, and you're evil and irradiating people, because I think this and that. I try and do research before I start making claims, and if I make a claim, I'm gonna try and look into it later to make sure that I'm not spreading false information.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I think is a practice more people should put into practice. Ooh, someone new joined called the Slicer channel. Welcome! Oop, message retracted. Lovely. And, oh, they just put a word back in and said, "Hi, Jube. I'm not sure I know you, but hello, welcome." Actually, have I stocked different? Did I? No, there's no chest in here. Alright, that was a Gimmighoul. Fuck. Let me just, there we go. Right, I should put some in that closet over here. Alright, hear me out. We need to start teaching people the meaning of FAFO again. For hands on someone, you cannot go and say you can't hit me just because. Tell me what FAFO is? I'm sorry,
Fuck around, find out.
Ah, fuck around, find out. Yeah. Understandable. Like my, one of my cousins has had bad opinions before. And, like, it seems he's gotten over some of them. But I remember for a while just going, he's gonna say that to the wrong person and get himself punched. And I actually kind of want to be there to see that.
Yeah, who wouldn't? It's a shitty cousin.
But yeah, no, fuck around, find out should be a more common teaching, honestly. Right, I should put some rot in here. Some poisonous potatoes. There's no more rotten food, but I'll put some in here. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop. Just don't touch people. Yeah!
There was a Reddit post a while back about this guy who's like, I watched my wife punch another lady in the face in front of our daughter. Like, how do I move on?
Bruh.
And he's like genuinely afraid of his wife and the example that she's teaching
Dude.
their daughter. And like, okay, so this lady is like 8 months pregnant. And their daughter is like 5, maybe 4.
Mm-hmm.
And they're waiting in line, or waiting for a table or something at a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And this older lady comes up and is like, ooh, let me touch your baby bump. And she's like, no, let's not do that. And then the lady doesn't touch her, but instead goes to like pick up their child.
Yup.
And so this mom just like
Punches her. Yeah, you don't touch kids. You don't touch people's kids without permission.
Yeah, she's like, don't touch my kids, don't touch my baby. Like, don't touch the baby bump, nothing. And the dad is just like, you're scary.
I saw a much
she's like,
better version of that.
She just tried to, like, pick up our child.
New one in chat. I believe that is some kanji than the word good night, who said hello. Hello, welcome to the stream. Sorry I didn't respond immediately. But yeah, no, I think I saw a version of that post where, the dad scoops the daughter up, and they quickly leave the brunch place. And I'm just like, I respect that.
Yeah,
that lady was asking
post.
for it.
A different person.
Damn.
But yeah, this guy was just like, I'm scared of my wife now.
And
like, she's teaching our daughter to be violent, and the wife is just like, where were you as the father?
She is teaching your daughter that saying no is okay. And that if someone ignores no, that then, like, you can show them why you were telling them to back off.
Yeah, but also, like, where were you as the father?
Mm-hmm.
Like, were you just, like, not watching the kid or something? Because, yeah, that's not okay. Don't touch people's kids. Don't touch people in general.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea what diseases they contain.
I need to get a shirt with Nico from Nanbaka on it and just have it say, I contain diseases, do not touch.
Yep.
Right, I need to write a lectern for this. I'm actually gonna just... Right, we got some decor in here. I just saw... Amazing!
What?
Voices did some decorating in the secret room, and there's a piece of paper that says, "The angel of death comes. We must run. I'm sorry." Amazing. I was thinking of doing some extra decorating in there, but I think it's pretty good. Might actually add a couple cobwebs. Just like a little something in the corners. Doesn't matter your race, gender, and any other. You hit someone, expect a If you can't win and you get whooped, it's your own damn fault. Like many characters' parents in many different medias have said, don't pick a fight, you can't win. Even if you're sure you're gonna win the fight, don't go for it.
Okay. I heard that as, don't pick a fight, you won't win.
Don't pick a fight, you won't win.
Like, don't pick a fight, you can't win.
Genuinely even funnier option. Just, you will not win, don't try.
know, it'd be cool if you could, like, spawn Pokemon with spawners.
Yeah. I wish I would put a bunch of Sigilif in here. Because the ones I already put in here, have mostly left or gone to small corners. Also, if you go after someone just because you know you can win, for example... Exactly! Don't pick on someone weaker than you. Because, like, don't pick on someone weaker than you because you want to win. And just generally don't pick fights. Unless the person is genuinely being a jerk. Like, basically, stand up for stand up against injustice and help people. So, like, be ready to fight, but don't pick fights for the sake of picking fights.
Yeah. I knew a guy who would always, whenever something minuscule happened, like, you said a pun, just immediately jumped to equal rights, equal fights.
Bruh.
And then, I was, like, one time I was just like, you are the most violent person I know. And he took that as, like, a compliment. And I'm like, no, that's not a compliment, dude.
GM says the only time jumping is allowed is that situation I just mentioned. Exactly! If you see someone, like, fighting someone who's much weaker than them, or someone who isn't fighting back, that's when you're allowed to just go in and say, you are picking on someone who's not fighting back. I'm gonna drag you out of there so you're not fighting them. And if you keep resisting, you might get punched. Basically, my main rules are respect people, and, well, if you don't respect people, then you haven't earned respect.
Yep. Respect is earned. It's not a given.
Mm-hmm. It is
and
offered.
If you think it is a given,
it's
then,
offered, but it can be taken
screw you.
away extremely quickly. It is a gift, not a right.
Just because you think you deserve respect doesn't mean that they're going to respect you.
Exactly.
That's not how that works. And just because you think you deserve it because you are, I don't know, older than people or in a position of power, that's not a good way to get people on your side.
Mm-hmm. And if you really believe that, well, get ready to learn. Because, oh boy,
Yep.
you're gonna meet people that will not agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
And if you jump someone without that reason, you're Exactly! Exactly! The only time I've ever seen, like, jumping someone who, as far as you know, you're not seeing fight anyone, is if this person is known to have maybe hurt someone that was really not, like, basically jumping someone who beats up kids for no reason, or, like, if it's clear that this person does bad things like that, I think it's justified. Like, it's not morally good, but it can be justified. But always make sure that you're actually picking the fight logically, not just based off of hearsay.
I just had the mental image of, like, a town crier going, hear ye, but
Hear ye,
hearsay.
hear ye! Buddy. Buddy, why are you out? You're supposed to be up there!
Because it's in fashion.
Fair.
Fashion
Screenshots and video when. I might have to recall my Sigilif. and send them back out. Alright. Guys, please don't get stuck on random things again. Ah, heck. They exploded everywhere. It was genuinely hilarious. Oh, it's 'cause they can fly. I forgot they could fly. Also, humiliating is a much better and much funnier weapon than physical Exactly! My back feels stupidly tight. No matter how funny crotch shot is. He tries to punch Colossal in the nuts and breaks it. Yup. Fun fact, God, it technically wasn't that recent we binged all the Deadpool movies. Honestly funny. Worth it. Oh, Canada. Yep. Okay, did I decorate anything up here? I did not decorate anything up here. It's gonna be part of the living quarters, so... Maybe put like some cute little tables. Yeah. Should I have 50? Maybe I put one here. There's pebbles there. Oops.
Oh, it would be fun to plant bamboo in here.
that currently fared?
In a spawner room.
Ah. And I kind of want to put another tent here. Maybe like some smaller ones. Yeah.
Yesterday, my grandparents were the ones to buy the pizza for our family.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandma was very adamant that they were paying for it. And my dad was like, it would be funny if I just paid for it myself.
We got Diff 0225 in chat. Hello. I'm building some little tents for the archaeologists that... Like, basically, I'm building some lore around these giant ruins. I'm adding some tents for an archaeological team.
Who definitely didn't go missing because of some sigillif. What do you mean?
Definitely didn't go missing because of some sigillif. Jeez. There we go. 4 little, makeshift sleeping bags. I know how to make even better sleeping bags, but that would take up floor space. And also, I'd need slabs. No, I need to put stuff in here. But I want it to look rotten and old and creaky.
I found so many TMs.
Mm-hmm.
Just in these chests. These minecart chests. It's really cool. And on the map there was a green Zubat, but I could not get to it.
Wait, I found something I can definitely put in here. I was trying to figure out what to put on one of the tables. I can put music disc 11. Because it looks all broken and it's just a very fitting thing to just put on a table. Alright. I mean, technically the front would have been the first place robbed and opened, so it makes sense that it's empty, yeah. I love setting little traps.
Is there gonna be some gravel that falls on Avi's head when he opens this
No, but there's Gimmighoul chests.
Oh, yes.
It's a mix of actual chests, like actual Gimmighoul chests, and the little embellished chests. And I think I'll put some relic coins in it. Like, I'll stick one under here. Right, the Gimmighoul chest is the actual. There. Is it this one? I put the same chest twice.
I'm also gonna have so many rails for you.
Perhaps later we shall work on the train station.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Toss one of these in here. Then one of these in here.
And there's so many seeds that, like, I wish I brought along a composter. Though I can make one, so.
Maybe I put one of these in the
Salad.
underground area. Perfect.
I love how I can put out fire and then immediately just go, here, have a small, more controlled fire, and just stick a torch down instead.
Yep. Hold on, I think I can hide one in the tree if there's a way to parkour up. Which there isn't. Man. Because I do want to make, like, some rewards for investigating and actually looking around.
Yeah.
Maybe I put one in the library area downstairs. That'd be cool. I'll put it in one of the bookshelves and you actually need to look to find it. Like here. Then I can get a cobblestone brick slab, which should make it still openable. Perfect. Let's toss. I want some of the ancient ones for this. Some jet balls and maybe a singular ancient origin ball, which I will hide as best I can. No, if it's in the middle, it can't be accessed, so... Yeah, no, I can only put them near the ceiling. What if I just... Perfect. Want it to be something a little harder to find. Tree room would not be the place for that. I think that's good enough loot for now. Actually, I should stock these shelves, but I forgot to add the armor stand edition. I keep telling myself to do it, then forgetting. Maybe I'll bone meal some of the grass that I've put. Actually, let's bone meal some of this. Yeah, there. I feel like that blends it in. Wait, nope. Not quite blended in yet. Perfect. Because I haven't bone mealed anything that I put in, much less planted anything on it. So there would be like grassy areas next to my perfectly little terraformed areas that are bald.
Bald.
Bald! That's a good amount. Hold on. Apparently I got added on Discord. Ah. It's someone saying, hey, in this video we referred to knives and pliers as gardening tools. We're very sorry for this oversight.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong, but it's very funny. And I'm gonna put some grass in this area. And I should probably do some around the back, too. Me, yes, it'll be a building video since we're on Cobblemon and we don't have the rest of the group. It turns into terraforming. Terraforming and decorating.
And spider killing.
And spider killing on your end. Perfect. Okay. Wait. Bald patch. Perfect. Actually, I might do the thing with the tent. It would make sense that they would want their sleeping accommodations to be off the ground. Move out of the way, Sigilif. Oh my god. Okay. What? They're stopping me from building. And I don't know which ones it is. I just know it's some of them.
There's a shiny little Indiglet somewhere.
Alright, let's...
Keyword somewhere, I'm not gonna look for it.
Understandable, have a nice day.
Because it is mine shaft time.
Yippee! Actually, let's go with blue, because I know I've seen a lot of blue sleeping bags.
Imagine tossing a golden apple in a composter.
Damn. That would be a waste. Ba-doop, ba-doop. Right? There's just a whole Mareep in here. Damn. You could do more detailing on this. Ugh. I don't want to go back to that. No thanks. Actually, I'll work on building the rail station over here. You can tell I didn't sleep well.
I was like, why do I have a singular stick? This is a boar brutality baton.
Yep. It's the board brutality baton. Perfect. I've flattened a better section to fill with my train station. Anyway, hydration check.
Zippy zippy. You know what's funny?
Hmm?
In Bedrock, you can craft cobwebs into string,
Mm-hmm.
but in Java you can't.
Yep, you have to use a sword. Let's go with spruce and dark oak, perhaps? Perhaps we get some white concrete in there. Probably bring the path to here. Perfect. Got a little path. Maybe I just get some oak.
Hello, child. What are you doing in here?
A child?
A snorant.
Ah.
A little Dorito.
A little Dorito. Alright, path made. Also, with my earlier talks of hydration, I am quick gonna go grab a refill on my water.
Okay, have fun.
Streamer has returned with water.
Yay.
Yippee! Actually, I think I'll move these over a couple blocks. So then one goes that way. All right.
Oh, that's where this went. Okay.
Dispenser. Although I might also add a button there just in case. Okay. I'm gonna make it this big. Doesn't need to be huge.
I found the shiny Zubat.
Oh.
I finally got out of the mine shaft. I was able to like loop around.
Alright, let's look at the paintings. We know what Skull on Fire is. Kong. Ah, we've seen Mortal Coil before. Hey, Ferret.
Yeah.
I think I found a funny painting for you.
Ooh. New painting?
No, I'm using the in-game ones. I'm gonna just walk over to a wall near the Elite Four, and I'm just gonna paste it there. Just
Okay.
look to your left at the end of the bridge.
Okay.
What's this one look like? Hmm. Cute, but no. Maybe. No. No. Maybe.
Quick question. Will this painting instill the fear of God into Avi?
No, I don't think so.
Good. He should not fear gods.
I fear no god. Like, no, it's not I fear no god. It's
I fear no man.
I fear no man. Exactly. But that thing, it scares me. Because I was looking for a painting that would sort of represent where the rails lead, and I found a cherry blossom one, and that's pretty good.
Okay.
But the one I found, no, it's not letting me grab the same one. Hold on. Actually, I know how you can find it. Go into search items and look up lumberjack.
Okay, hold on.
That's how you'll find the painting.
Oh my god, I just realized that you can use composters for more than just composting things.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a delete. You throw in the items, but if it's not full and you pick it up, they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Backpack has a sort by mod function.
Huh.
I love moss.
Moss.
It's like a nice texture that stays green no matter what.
Mm-hmm. They're naturally lit. Perfect.
Oh, I heard a stupid take this week.
Oh no.
It was that celebrities should not date because they become, like, depreciated.
They've
the
just
moment-
reinvented idol culture.
Oh, yeah, no, this person was explaining that, like, a Japanese or Korean idol can't date because once it's found out, they're, like,
Their
shunned
fans
by the
go
public and
insane,
stuff.
yeah.
And, this person's like, yeah, their value depreciates the moment that their dating history comes into light. I'm like, okay. Who cares? Like, clearly this guy thought that he was gonna, like, get with some celebrity or something by saying that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, you've just secured a future in the mental hospital, sorry.
You've secured a future in either the mental hospital or with every woman you've ever met avoiding you.
Mental hospital or the hospital.
Exactly!
I think my father is back with food.
Ooh. You know what, I'm gonna get a... Let's put about that many in there. Perfect. Okay. Actually, I could move it along one more block.
Okay, I'm gonna log off real quick
Alright.
to go eat.
Enjoy your food.
I'll mute in Discord. I will be back.
Well, just me and you, chat. Here. Boom, boom. Replace this with that. Yeah, that should be enough to take off. Now, I'm gonna go spice up the one back at spawn. Hey, Kai! Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Anyway, now let's see how well the rail system works. So far so good, no clinks spawning on the tracks. I'm hoping I haven't spoken too soon. There's one over there, but it's staying over there. That's good, that's good. This is quite peaceful, actually. Nope, don't you dare get on the track. Stay off the track. Good. Would Clank's hunt... You know what? Yeah. Clank's hunt in... shifts. Anyway. The one downside to building a railway in Cobblemon is that Clink, Clank, and Clink Clang will spawn on your rails for some reason. Likely due to the redstone components. Oh, okay. You stepped out of the way just in time. I would have had to kill you otherwise. No! Off the tracks. Nope! No! Man. Anyway. Good. Wise decision. Passed by without incident, alright. Yeah, this is working pretty well. Then this is the downward slope to where the station is. Ah, fuck. Come on. There we go. Alright, let's ride down into the station. If it would let me. There we go. No. Okay. Perfect. Then this just needs to be turned into a proper little train station. Ah. Okay, let's get some dark oak, spruce. Maybe I make like a little elevator right here. Alright. set it as one up and one down. Let's put some, for that more modern feel. Water. Get some smooth quartz and some stairs just so we can smooth out this transition a little. Dark oak. I'm gonna match it up to the style of the other. Maybe I just then smooth quartz slab. Actually, I can make this look even cooler. Perfect. Actually, let's go with this. And let's get some Perfect. Let's actually just... Actually, could I place those... I'll move the sign. This is good because if I need to go in to repair things, I can enter, but it's obviously off limits. Perfect. Maybe I should put some of these on the other side too. To prevent nosy Avies from going in. Perfect. Got my little station for arrivals and for departures and yeah. That'll just make taking the bridge a little bit better. Might make that bridge look a little better, honestly. Let's go with... Could use quartz. But I'd want it to be something darker so that it, like, it foot traffic. You should really watch the movie The Green Book. Ah, yeah, I actually watched that when it was in theaters. What the hell? My messages are getting deleted with no good reason. YouTube, what the heck? Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube's censor bots are kind of, cruel. Because you know how it is with social media nowadays. It's all about the advertiser-friendly language. CCPONG. Ah, yeah. Like, I can understand wanting to make the internet a safer place, but you shouldn't do it by censoring everything. Let's use some street lamp posts. Actually, do these? They don't. Yeah, like, as many a ethics or, like, politics professor has said, the second the advertisers have their hands in what is allowed and what isn't, is the moment that freedom expression in any way is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, welcome back, Ferret.
Back, by the way.
I was just upgrading the bridge that goes to one of the tunnels. Thinking I'm gonna change the bottom block again. Yeah, the tough is better than the basalt.
My brother got us food in return for watching two of his kids. Because his wife took the third to Disneyland for his birthday.
Oh, so is it just me or are you even quieter now? Hold on.
Food.
Yeah, hold on, let me just... There we go.
Yeah. Probably mic positioning.
Right.
There you are, small child. Goblin of the deep.
There we go. Oh yeah, Ferret, did you see the painting yet?
No, I have not. Give me a sec. What was it called? Cowboy?
Lumberjack.
No. Ah, yes, lumberjack.
I never asked, what are you guys building this for? For the Cobblemon series, in which we introduce Avi to Pokemon by force. By basically creating our own league, an Elite Four, and he has to fight us. Because otherwise, I don't think he'll ever play a Pokemon game. So this is the only way.
So where would I look this up?
It's just in the creative inventory.
I forgot that was part of it.
Yep. I just saw that he decorated his room.
Fantastic. Mumbo Jumbo Jack.
Yep. For who to fight, you guys? Avi, a member of our group. He's not often here.
The one that doesn't show up.
Yeah. It's the guy who never shows up or shows up late. The guy who voices the judge when we do Ace Attorney.
Yep. I almost typed Servivial.
Servivial. Oh.
Oh, hello, Jupe.
Hi. If you look over here, I fixed up this bridge a little.
Is that just a random shiny cottony, or is that somebody?
That's Will's. I checked earlier.
Yep, okay.
Let me just... Okay, that's kind of cool. The cherry blossoms falling into the light. Man, I love shaders. Right, I should start getting some of these sorted. Dirt. That goes in the wood chest, that goes in the wood chest. Remember the good days of Dan TDM's mod review, popular MMOs, Stampy's love. I miss those days too. I used to watch popular MMOs, and then he had the whole drama. And I was just like, I was watching him around the time that he started making like those apology videos, and I was like, and I just unsubscribed because I was done with it.
I don't think this smelting setup is doing the best.
Yeah, to be fair, that was just made. Hey, remember that one Minecraft? Yeah, it really does feel like that.
Okay, there's serious problems with this because it literally is only going to 2.
Yikes. Message retracted.
Yeah. I actually came into Minecraft like 2021, I want to say. So I do not remember Stampy and Dan TDM and popular MMOs and Status Minecraft and all that. I know Hermitcraft and some of the other people like Avid MC and Viking Pilot and stuff. But not the, like, super old ones, unless you count Smallish Beans and LD Shadow Lady. But I don't know their old Minecraft stuff.
Hey, remember that one Minecraft YouTuber? Oh yeah, I love that guy. Let's see how he's doing. Oh, he likes... Yeah.
Oh.
That's really what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yes, I remember having so much fun watching those videos.
Oh.
Alright, this would go into rocks.
I'm gonna be real, I don't think this is ever gonna work, is it? It's a good concept. It is.
Yeah, that was not meant to be permanent. I literally just made it to make a bunch of smooth stone, and that was it.
Okay. So I'm breaking a bunch of these. Oh shit, that's a ton of...
Oh, he's... Yup! It really is just like that. You go in this berry chest. Actually, I used 2 chests, so I'm gonna remove 1 from the total count.
Okay.
Okay.
I am turning all of this coal into blocks.
Makes sense.
Because it is not transportable in any other form. Okay.
Let's put the gravel there too, as well as the smooth stone. I mean, I'm not really sure if it's bad to watch the old videos of people who turned out to be not great people.
If it's old videos, then I would say no. Like, it's old videos. But also it depends on how old and when they started doing the thing.
Yeah. To me personally, usually once I find out they started doing bad stuff, it sours even the most nostalgic videos for me. So I'd say there's like nuance to answer that question. Because to some people it might be like a huge no to like watch the old videos of someone who turned out to be a horrible person. The videos I hold dear that I watched on loop as a kid, and those videos were decades before they started a refresh. Yeah, but I think it's generally okay. Though don't quote me on that.
Like, I know that some people's, like, bigotry is baked into their stuff. But you can still enjoy it even after finding out that the person's a shitty person. Which is why I won't condemn people, like, watching Harry Potter or liking Harry Potter. It's just I can't be comfortable with it after finding out all that she's done, but...
Like, I'm not a fan. Like, for me, it's a bit of, like, if someone doesn't know the kind of shitty person she is, I'm fine. But, like, if you know and you still keep watching, because, like, especially with people who are using the money from the thing that they created to go against, like, or harm people, using, like, their fame and money, then it's, like, dubious.
Yeah. But also, you gotta consider, some people will watch what they want to watch, and you can't stop them.
Like, I'm not saying I'm hugely against, but, like, I feel like if it, like, don't, like, give her money, essentially.
Yeah, no. Like, if you bought the DVDs back when they came out,
back when
sure,
they came out, that's fine. But, like, don't
or
buy
if you're
more
gifted a game.
But, like, don't buy more merch from, like, Harry Potter like, once you know. Like, if you intentionally keep giving her money, then it's kind of like, ooh, I don't know, bro.
Also, like, I grew up with Harry Potter. My sisters are still, like, big into it. I could care less if we went to Harry Potter World. because honestly, I've only been there once, and I didn't get to experience the full thing. I would want to buy stuff from Harry Potter World because I've only been there once. And so it's like, I'm not gonna stop anybody from getting me in there. It's just a bunch of nuance and a whole bunch of, if you want to go ahead, we're not gonna stop you.
But there's also, like, all the nuance of her money goes to funding the continued harassment and...
That's what the nuance meant.
Yeah. So it's...
There's nuance behind all your decisions. Make your decisions wisely. If you want to support, go ahead. If you don't want to support, go ahead. Don't come at us for having different opinions.
Like, I'm just personally uncomfortable with when people, like, talk or post about it openly because... Like, I grew up, like... I was literally so proud as a kid of being able to read, like, the entirety of Harry Potter when I was, like, 10. And then it's like, yes, I wonder how, like, this is going. I'm chilling on Tumblr. Hey, actually, she's a radical transphobe and uses all the money from her stuff to... fund, like, the destruction and pain of trans people, and I'm like, oh! Nostalgia ruined!
Like, there's a certain Minecrafter that I watch who just loves Harry Potter, and none of us are ever sure if he knows or not. But also, like, it's not our place to police that. It's not our place to go, hey, don't do that.
Like, I feel
or
like the
even
most...
just, hey, do you know? Like, it's not our place. Not our place to judge, not our place to condemn.
I will say I'm in a bit of a gray area with that because, like, I personally would want to tell someone if they're, like, I just want to be like, hey, I'm just checking, like, is this, like, just enjoying the thing, or is it supporting her? Just double checking, because, like, I'm just generally uncomfortable with it because of what it supports and funds, but...
Understandable.
Remember when I was 5 and watching... Yeah. Man, I remember, like, I think I was, like... God, I couldn't have been older than, like, 12 when Dan was doing the Diamond Dimensions, and I remember being so sad when he stopped doing it. Also, one funny thing, on the whole Harry Potter situation is that J.K. Rowling is like, oh, trans people are like Voldemort and the Dementors, and I'm like, that whole thing was about fitting in and being comfortable, and the villain was the person who was like, this person is different, die, girl, practice what you preach.
No.
I'll tell him like what the Yeah.
I feel like the backpack should, like, the crafting table should draw from your backpack if you're wearing a backpack.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, I mostly use the crafting table in my backpack.
I don't have that upgrade. I have
Crap.
too many other upgrades.
Ah, yeah. Not to say that
Trust me, I
think
tried.
JK needs to be evaluated for the stupid bigot shit she says and does, but again,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
My-
much of it comes down to how much energy are you gonna give to this? Like, if you spend your entire time trying to take down everybody who even so much thinks about Harry Potter
Yeah.
because of everything, you're not gonna get anywhere. You're gonna be tired. It's not gonna be good for you.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm uncomfortable with mentions of Harry Potter and all that, but I'm not just gonna, like, witch hunt someone because they posted it. I'll just be like, huh, I'm a little uncomfortable. Anyways, on with my day.
I was about to ask why so much Prismarine, and then I remembered why.
Yeah. But yeah, no, basically, my rule of thumb is, if it's worth my energy, it has to be something I don't mind spending energy on. It's like, for example, maybe a lighthearted debate about something in a plot line or a story I'm enjoying, but like, arguing with someone who I know won't change their mind is not worth it. Unless it's someone like I'm constantly interacting with, who's constantly saying bad things, then I'm like, okay, I might spend a little energy on it. But otherwise, it's like, if it won't affect me in the long term, I ignore it.
You know, I'm the opposite. If it's somebody who it's a constant battle with, at some point, you just gotta give up.
Mm-hmm.
Do not spend your energy trying to fight shit that you know is not gonna stop.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying, is like, if it's someone I'm constantly interacting with and I know that I might be able to convince them by just saying like, hey, here are the facts, it's making me uncomfortable, and like, they're like, oh, like, I like to surround myself with people who are at least willing to listen and understand. Because I think that's a logical thing, correct?
Yeah.
So, like,
It's logical to, like, change opinions and stuff, but if you know they're not going to, no
then
matter what,
leave it. Just
give up.
go. You're gone. Now go chop his dick. I remember that joke.
Man, we're gonna have so much bone meal.
Yeah. I'm organizing some of the...
I think I'm gonna like install like the auto smelter that I figured out. At least downstairs. Because having to stop every stack is not it. And like, yeah, it's modular. Like, I could even build the barrels into the floor.
Ooh.
And it goes by barrels on the sides, and the bottom, unless, like, if I want to separate them, like, have one be smoker, one be, smelter, one be just an oven. Because otherwise it's just not worth it to try and sort that out, yeah. Can't logic someone into it, yeah.
A differing opinion. Like, actually, I've been watching Mini Minuteman, aka Milo Rossi. He basically goes through, like, videos on pseudoscience, archaeology stuff, and debunks them. And, like, there have been times where the people have essentially started, like, logic combat with him. And he's, like, a lot of it is just him going, they're not using logic. Here's the actual facts. Make up your own mind based off of what you know. And honestly, I can respect it. And the videos are really entertaining, too.
Man, this Zigzagoon really wants to get into our house.
Pokemon...
It's standing on the pressure plate.
Pokemon love getting into our house.
Come inside. Thank you. See? Now you're away from all the rain. Good dude.
He's dry! Now, do I have any smooth quartz in any other chests that I can move over there? No, 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 no. 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 Okay. The Zigzagoon blends into the stairs, and my brain just went, it would be funny if there was a mechanic where you could trip over things, because I would have totally just tripped over that Zigzagoon and ate shit on the stairs.
Yeah, you probably would have. But you didn't.
But I didn't! Right. I'm almost done removing all the chests from outside. Yippee! Alright. This is... Right. Gonna move this cauldron too. I'll put it in the backyard. Actually, let's put it by the kitchen window. Perfect. GM said, Ferret, you should look at general chat. He found the funniest quote ever.
Okay.
What's a diamond horse armor doing in here?
Stand ready for my arrival.
Berries organized, TMs. This. I'll leave these here. That can go in that chest. Put those in that chest, this in that chest. No, the newest one, you should read it to Jube. Oh boy.
Yeah, give me a second. Redstoning. Also, apparently gathering a ton of stuff. God, where did it go? Nope.
Actually, this is
Oh,
rough,
there.
so I'll put that there, that there. This goes in here. Wood. Rocks. Child, is there any meat left in here? Oh, that goes in the meat chest. Okay, evolution items.
Hey, could you go check to see if the stuff in the smelter thing is done outside?
Yeah, give me a second. Yeah, it's done.
Awesome.
Want me to bring it back to the house?
Yes, please. Iron, emerald. Okay. Don't put anything there. Top chest. I'm just gonna shove these things in. I will sort them later.
Okay.
Oh, that's my backpack.
Okay, it goes in rocks.
But where did you put all this stuff?
I just shoved all the stuff that you handed me into the top chest.
No. Over here. Because over on this floor is where all the precious metals and stuff are. I'm gonna resort them all to deter these ones.
I mean,
Just
I don't
like
think
all
we
the-
have any extra precious metals.
No, like the iron, the smelted stuff.
Oh no, I put that in the top chest.
Okay.
Like, you put some stuff in it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's where everything's going. I'll just shove it in there.
Okay. So that's where all that came from. Awesome. Okay. Also that. And that. Okay. But yeah.
Actually, I could make this too.
Should be good.
Alright, those are organized. Remedy is healing there. All right. Madness came in and said, hello people, can't stay for long because I'm on break right now. Hope you're having a nice week because I probably won't catch y'all later. Alright, thanks for swinging by,
Okay.
Madness.
Bye, Madness.
I'll toss sweet seeds in there with the other seeds. Right, some of the berries switched up. Sam also said, please don't forget to read it to Jube about the quote.
Yep.
There we go. Made an archaeology chest so that we're not clogging up the one miscellaneous chest we have. Alright. There we go. What are 2 blocks of coal and 2 furnaces doing in the bone meal chest?
I don't know.
I'll just shove these over here.
Oh, wait. I think that's what I was using as, like, temporary, like, if we're out of stuff to bone meal. And then now we've actually got stuff.
Yeah, I put them in here, by the way.
Okay. Cool.
Attack helicopter pronoun when... not sure.
I'm gonna take 2 of these blast furnaces
Alright.
down here.
Alright, Pokeball chest organized slightly. Anyways, as we are 1 minute from stream end, I will start the outro.
Okay.
Thank you all for watching tonight's stream. If you liked what you saw, feel free to subscribe. We stream Tuesday and Thursday nights. And I hope to see you in the next stream. Goodbye!